Hello everyone and welcome to the Deercast. Today we're bringing you a video. It's probably a little bit late, but hopefully a bit of an end of season review. For us, we tend to sort of count end of season at the end of the fallow season, so end of April, and the beginning of the season for us is 1st of August. So we thought we'd bring a little video. I'm going to try and divide this into three parts. The first one looking at what's happened in the season that's just gone. Second bit, what we're going to do next season, and the third bit, sort of what we're going to do in the meantime, basically. So this last season, it has been incredibly busy. For those of you that follow the podcast, you'll know we tried to get a little syndicate going probably about this time last year. It didn't quite come off, and in the end, I ended up doing the deer control or deer management there myself. They had a cull target of 100 deer there, a mixture of fallow and muntjac. Luckily, through a lot of hard work, did achieve that cull target. So me personally ended up culling about 173 deer up to the point of recording this, and I should say that's from the 1st of August. We're recording this mid-May, so pretty busy season. One absolutely phenomenal fallow buck, which we've got a separate video on you, and I can't show you his head because it's with the taxidermist at the moment. Two absolutely lovely muntjac bucks. This one here, lovely buck, and this one here. We'll try and include some better photos of both of those there for you. Looking back through cull records, everything larder weight sort of pretty similar to past seasons, so nothing extraordinary to write home about there. In terms of sort of other bits and pieces we learned, I've used the Fox bullets exclusively throughout this season, a mixture of both the 130 grain and the 150 grain. Both of them work really well in terms of expansion, and we've recovered a few of both of them, and they've all been opening up exactly as they should do. They've all killed exactly as they should do. We've not had sort of lots of runners. We've not had kind of inconsistency problems. We've not, to be honest, not had sourcing problems for them either in terms of being able to find somewhere to buy them. One thing I would say is I drive the 130 grain bullets quite fast, and what we did find, especially this season, and I don't know why it sort of got worse at one stage, was that the bruising on the carcasses did get to a stage where a game dealer had to have words and say, look, this has got a bit too far. So as a result, next season I'll be using exclusively the 150 grain bullets. For some reason, and this will be the 308, the difference between the bruising of a 130 grain carcass shot with a 130 grain bullet versus a 150 grain bullet is massive. Again, trying to include some pictures of both of those for you. So that was a massive lesson learned. The other one was how quickly and how thoroughly you have to try and bleed stuff with copper. Just copper in general, for some reason, seems to give you that much more bruising, and it's just much more important to try and bleed those carcasses that much quicker. Probably the other thing I learned or discovered this season was there were times when I would rush and my stalking efficiency went massively downhill, and I had to remind myself to take my time. So that's definitely something to work on for next time. So next season, what is going to be different to this season? Well, firstly, my beloved housegun moderator has sadly died, or well, not died. I dropped it on a concrete yard probably about sort of 9 months ago, and a little chip came out the top of it. And as time's gone on, I've just seen that chip get slowly worse, I guess, as more and more pressure is being put on it each time the gun goes off. So that's going to be chopped in. Planning on replacing it with something very exciting, and we've been talking to Cluny Country Sports up in Scotland about it. So again, I'm going to save the surprise of that for a separate video for you all. Second sort of big change you'll probably see is my reloading kit. So I've had a complete kind of overhaul of reloading kit, bought some bigger, better stuff, and the plan is basically to do kind of big batches of reloading to get myself right up to the limit of ammunition I'm allowed to hold, and cut down the number of times I need to reload. So I'll probably reload less during the year, but bigger batches during the year. The other one is I've completely dumped the Napier Apex Auto Click. Again, we've got a separate video on that, but I just found it, just for the quantity of deer I was shooting, especially fallow deer, it just wasn't up to it. And I was going through one every sort of few months, basically, or bits to replace bits on it every few months. And so now have a box section bar that comes off the roof of my car, which Sadly, it's probably a little bit too short. I cut it a bit too short, but it's definitely better than what I had before. And again, I'll include a picture of that for you. So what are we going to be up to in the meantime? Well, you'll probably have all seen some really exciting videos. Harry's gone out and bought a Bergara BA13 Kit-Plough rifle. I've finally converted him. So we're going to be having a lot of fun getting that set up, zeroed, and hopefully getting him out to shoot a roebuck with it. It's what all Kit-Ploughs are for, surely. So that's really exciting. Watch this space. I am also going to finally knuckle down and get my DSC2 done. It's something I've been telling myself I need to do for ages. I think I've been registered for about 2 years. I've done most of the paperwork. I just need to actually go out and do the witness stalk and just get it done. It's one of those things that I think once you've done it, you'll be glad you've done it, and it'll kind of be done and out of the way. We've got a lot of reloading to do with how many deer we shot this season. There's a lot of empty brass lying around that we need to get loaded up. We've also been given some different bullets apart from the Fox bullets to try. So we're going to try and be a bit more impartial and get you guys some data of other stuff. And then finally, thanks to a friend of ours, James Turner, you'll see in a lot of our videos, Harry and I either tend to zero and test ammunition, either lying down prone off a bipod or leaning on a car bonnet, neither of which are brilliant for various different reasons. So James Turner, a friend of ours, gave us an idea for how to build a shooting bench. So we're going to have a go at building one of those for our zeroing and testing going forwards. So that's it. That's a kind of brief rundown of our season, hopefully what you're going to see on the channel in the next few months and what you'll see us doing next season. Would be really interesting to know how you guys got on this season, whether your experiences were similar to ours, equally what you'd perhaps like to see from us next season on the channel, whether the hunt footage has been what you were expecting or not. You all asked for it this time last year, so made a big effort to go out and get a bit more of that for you this season. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this video. As per usual, please remember to comment, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.